So who is Jeremy Becker? That's the question all of poker Twitter has been asking lately after he won an astonishing 6 poker tournaments at the Wynn in Las Vegas in as short as 21 days. Jeremy Becker is a 27-year-old poker player who recently moved from Tampa, Florida to Las Vegas to pursue playing poker tournaments full-time. Jeremy Becker went absolutely viral in the poker community, especially after Daniel Negreanu tweeted about him potentially being the next The One. Daniel also offered Jeremy a staking deal for the World Series of Poker this summer. Here are a few clips from the recent Twitter Space interview with Jeremy Becker, which was hosted by professional poker player Tyler Phillips.
We have some mutual connections and people talking about you when you first moved out to Vegas, that you had won a tournament like within the first week of you being out there. And I guess that was like a couple months ago, right?
Yeah, I moved here like a few days left in February.
Okay, and what kind of prompted that move out to Vegas? Because it's something, you know, I've always wanted to do, but not many people actually, you know, take the leap of faith and do it. What got you out there?
Honestly, the Hard Rock Tampa kind of went to shit. I don't know, the poker room kind of went south. So I just figured I love tournaments and my lease was up and I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing, like, that I tell people with living outside of Vegas. It's so hard unless you're able to travel like all the time, right? I mean, Florida, there are some stops, Jacksonville, Hard Rock Tampa, a couple things in Daytona right now, I guess, and then, but yeah, Vegas, you're able to go play a daily every single day. So if you're a tournament player, it kind of seems like you have to be there, in my opinion, unless, like I said, you want to travel.
Yeah, I definitely think if you play tournaments and you're trying to take it seriously, there's really no other place that would compete.
What's your approach? I saw somebody. I mean, I know it's poker, but like someone was saying that you like to blast early in the early levels. Is that actually something that you implement in your strategy, or is that just something that you feel like you just do naturally?
Yeah, I mean, I guess there's some haters out there. Yeah, I'm not going into these things looking to be in for 8 bullets or nothing. I mean,
Yeah, so
there was one day. There was literally one day. The tournament was a little different. So it's actually tomorrow. So what day is that? So on Sundays, their tournament is 240. I think they guarantee 40K, and it's called the rebuy. So you can rebuy in the tournament for 200, so it's rake free, but you get the same seat. Like you do it at the table.
I've played that tournament before when I've been out there. Yeah, that's pretty sick. I actually really like that
Yeah,
structure.
so yeah, it's definitely cool. It's great for the players. I mean, everything's rake free on your second and third bullets or whatever.
Yeah, and it's
So I
usually
showed
like
up super late.
five figures for first for that one.
Yeah, I think it's like 18,000 usually. I only played it once.
Yeah, that's nice.
I'm gonna hop in tomorrow for sure. But so I showed up this day. I think I came in. They give you 20K. I think it was 1,200 big. So I mean, trying to get a nice double early, and immediately I get it in super good. 3 ways, lose, whatever happens. But I just kept getting like easy all-ins, and I just lost every single one. Like, I think I put it in bad once. Like, it's not even like I'm in there going all in blind. I see these people on Twitter saying I'm just throwing it in there, trying to double. It was like the most standard all-ins ever. I think I put 8 in, 7 or 8 quickly, just immediately.
I saw one guy, and I mean, this is like way before your time. How old are you, by the way?
I just turned 27.
Okay, nice. Yes, this is way before your time, but the $50 stars and $100 stars, $10 rebuys on stars back in the day. He referenced that when he was talking about you trying to build a stack early, just going all in and rebuying. So obviously that's not true.
And yeah, no, it's nothing like that. Literally, I guess these people, I think I've seen like 2 of them that comment on everything saying how I'm just blasting away.
Dude,
they must have both been at this table this one day because you don't change tables on your rebuys.
Yeah, they hate us because they ain't us, right? I mean, that's
yeah. I mean, they're coming at me pretty hard over there. It's cool. I mean, that's fine, but at least if you're gonna talk shit, make it true.
For sure.
I mean, every day they're acting like I'm in for 8 bullets. It was once.
All right, that's good to know. That's good to know.
I'm not gonna name nobody, but a lot of people I know like think they're too good to play these tournaments. Like, oh, I'm not playing a daily. Like, what are you doing? When I mean, you could definitely make some good money playing. And if they were to play it, they're not going to take it seriously because they're like, what is this guy doing? Where, I mean, I just have the same mindset. 2 years ago, I busted the main, like, I think it was like 60 from the money, and then, which is 10K main.
Yeah.
The next day, I literally got on a plane. I took the red eye that night, actually, and I was in Tampa the next morning to play. Might have even been the fucking $80 morning one or the 150. The day after busting a 10K, just like I just wanted to play, and I'm gonna play it exactly the same as I was in the main. And I think that mindset is super important if you want to make money in
No,
poker.
I agree. It's just funny because people would look at that and
You
be
know,
like,
everyone thinks I'm crazy.
people would be like, damn, this guy's addicted to poker tournaments. But no, I like the mentality for sure. I mean, you have to view every tournament as a new opportunity, and it sounds like, you know, that's kind of what you do. So this D-Next comment, I wanted to ask about that. The Daniel Negreanu comment, which is what like popped the whole thing off of, like, I guess tons of people seeing my retweet.
Yeah, pretty crazy.
I mean, is that like do you have like a relationship with him? Like, do you know who he is? Have you ever met him, or is that just completely random?
Never met him, of course. Obviously know who he is, being a big poker fan. Not many, or I shouldn't say not many, but I'd say the majority of people you were to meet in the poker world aren't going to be great people with great intentions. But I mean, everything I know about him, he's just like an awesome guy, actually a good guy. And being as big time as him, like, um, that's probably rare, I would think. Yeah, he DM'd me. We were talking. I'm actually in a group chat with him now. It's pretty cool. You know, you're fucking poker hero, I guess. You're just talking to. You got his phone number, so that's awesome.
Dude, that is so sick. I can't even imagine like what the opportunity is, you know, for you. Just the fact that that kind of went like poker viral, I guess, and then he saw it, and the opportunity that comes from like being able to have a relationship with someone who's connected to, you know, maybe even GG something happens for you, you know, it's like it's kind of crazy. Um, yeah, are there any like, is there anything actually in the works of you being staked by him, or is that all kind of just you're working it out right now?
Yeah, we're talking about it. I've never been backed or anything. I just always have sold action when I want to sell for bigger events. Um, I know some great players that are not in the best mindset that have backers. They're just pretty miserable in general because of it. So, I mean,
Dude,
I wasn't too thrilled to get into it, but this is Daniel Negreanu. I mean, it's not just like a backing deal. Like, there's more that comes with it with him, you know?
100%. I mean, it's the networking aspect, the relationships, and it sounds like it would just be for something for summer. So yeah, the deals where like makeup goes away or makeup resets or, you know, things like that are the best deals for people.
So the last hand of the tournament, not one of them I've had the 5-3. It's just I used to be a very big Kevin Durant fan until he left my Nets pretty recently. So 35 is his number, 35. And the biggest cash game pot of my life I won was with 3-5. So I don't know. Whenever you win a tournament and you get to pick the two cards, I just always go with the 5 and the 3. Yeah, I mean, hopefully, I mean, I'll always play these dailies. Let's say one day, like I made it. Like I just made millions of dollars in poker. Like I love playing poker tournaments. So, I mean, let's say I were to win the main event for what, 10 million this year, going to be some stupid number.
Yeah.
The next day, I'm not going to Mexico or nothing. Like I'm playing that win 200 if I'm not playing nothing else. And I'm dead serious.
I have a question for you with just how you study, because you said you're not an online guy. I mean, how do you even, for me, that's just, I can't even fathom how I would come up in poker if I wasn't, you know, able to get the repetitions in online. I wasn't able to study, you know, solvers online. Like, do you do any of that?
No, I've pretty much just learned from trial and error. I mean, at the beginning, not more so tournaments, but cash at the beginning. I mean, I used to lose when I first when I got into poker. It wasn't I didn't like watch poker for a while and then just start playing. I went to school in Florida and you got to be 18 to play, but 21 to play like blackjack or anything. So I just like to gamble. So the only thing I could play was poker. So just like trial and error. I mean, I lost a lot and learned a lot, and eventually just kind of got the hang of it, what works, what doesn't work. And I still do that. I mean, sometimes I'll definitely look like an idiot. I'll do some wild bluff where, like, I mean, I'm sure the people, when it goes to showdown, they're just thinking, what the fuck is this kid doing? But I mean, I learned something from every hand pretty much. No bullshit. Um that I'd say I watch a ton. I used to be really sick and watch way more, but I watch the GG Super Millions final tables. You know what
Yeah,
that is?
yeah, I do.
I mean, I just like watching. Those are pretty much the best players in the world, I think. And seeing how they approach spots and what they do, that definitely helped me a ton. What hands want to do certain things in certain spots at the final table. That's another thing. And also all in Pav. I think he definitely helped me out. I watch his highlight videos on YouTube, and I think he's pretty good. And he explains his thought process, and I just take it all in, and it's definitely helped me. But yeah, with the trial and error thing, I mean, yeah, it's crazy to get a bunch of first places in a row, and obviously there's a ton of variance, especially at the end of poker tournaments. But you gotta. That's no. Someone could get lucky and bang one off, but I mean, to just be consistently like deep and close a bunch. I mean, there's a skill set. You know, it's not just like, oh, he's winning every flip. He's he's just ripping it every hand. Like, there's things you can do and learn to put yourself in the best position. And I mean, sometimes it's going to work out, sometimes it's not. But the final table is definitely a whole different. How do I say it? There's different parts of the poker tournament, and the final table is when the most money is at stake. So I would think that's the most important part of the tournament. So I mean, I really studied these GG final tables. I watch pretty much all of them. I watch every hand, and I'm just seeing what works and what doesn't. Also, I think what's super important at the lower buy-in tournaments is obviously it's great to know GTO, to have a baseline, to know what's correct, what's incorrect. But I mean, you also got to look at the people you're playing against. You know, like if there's a certain, let's say you're cut off, you open this hand, small blind 3-bet, and you're just like always supposed to go with this hand. What if the dude in the small blind is just way under 3-betting, or he's way over 3-betting? And it's like you have to adjust your strategy to the people you're playing against, where when you're playing just a bunch of robots, I mean, everyone's going to be pretty balanced and there's just correct and incorrect. But at the stakes that I'm playing, I mean, everybody plays way differently and not close to GTO. So you need to just play pretty exploitively.
Will Jeremy win big this summer in Vegas, or possibly even win a World Series of Poker bracelet? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below.